In this video, I'm going to show you how to work with for loops. So here I have a list of 5 colors. We can use our for loop to loop through this list. So let's start by typing for color in colors and colon at the end. And when I press enter, you can see that the new line is automatically indented, indicating that we are writing the code in our for loop block. Meaning everything that I write underneath this for loop will happen only inside of this for loop. But for now, let's simply print the color and let's run it. So here we have our colors printed separately. So what happened inside of this for loop? Let's look at our code. First, we are telling Python, create a list called colors and save these 5 colors inside of that list. Then we are telling Python, loop through this colors list, and on each loop, make the color refer to the color in the color list. So in this case, when we run the code, our color refers to the red, then we print the color, meaning we print the red, then on the second loop, color refers to green, then we print, and so on and so on. I hope you can understand how for loop is really helpful. Imagine you have a list with 10,000 customers and you want to find a specific customer. With for loop, it's really easy. You just create a for loop, and with simple if statement inside of that for loop block, you can find your exact customer. For the most of the time, we use for loop with lists, array, string, dictionary, sets, and another important one is range objects for iterating over a sequence of numbers generated by a range function. Let me show you how we use the range function with for loop. Once again, we start with for num in range of 5 and colon. Let's print the num and let's press run. And over here we have printed numbers from 0 to 4. So what just happened? Our range function have generated a list starting from 0 to 4. But you might ask why 4 if we have indicated 5. So we have indicated 5 elements, but not including the 5 itself. Let's say if we want to create a list from 0 to 5, I have to type 6 instead of 5. So this is how the Python sees the range function. It sees create a list from 0 up to 5, but not including the 5. Okay, let me show you what else we can do with the range function. Let's type print and let's print a separating line so when we run the code, we can easily separate one for loop from another. Now on the new line, let's create the same for loop, except this time, let's say we don't want to start from 0. Let's say we want to start from 2. So we type 2. And then let's say we want to go up to 7, but not including the 7. So we are telling Python create a new list starting from 2 and going up to 7, but not including the 7. Let's not forget and print the num. And when I run, I can see that we are starting from 2 and we are going up to 6. Okay, there is another way that we can use the range function. First, let's copy and paste the separating lines. And then let's type for even num in range starting from 2 up to 11. Now we are telling Python to start at 2 and stop at 11. But we can also tell the step. In this case, let's do 2, meaning I want to go up by 2 instead of 1. Let's print the even number, and I think you can guess what this for loop is doing for us. When I run the program, we get all the even numbers from 2 to 10. And just to recap, let's look at our first example one more time. In this example, we are telling Python to loop through our colors list, and in each iteration, in each loop, we are assigning a color to our color variable. Then we are printing the color, and after we are done printing, the first loop ends. And then it goes to the next loop and next loop until the end of our list. I hope this was somewhat helpful. Thank you for your time. In behalf of CGEV, please like and subscribe.